Welcome back to Hosting Overload. In this video I'm going to be reviewing a UK host called Guru. I've been a customer of Guru's for almost 4 years now, and I've got about I'd say 30 to 40 websites with them. That's a mix of probably 90% affiliate websites, a couple of e-commerce, WooCommerce stores, and one or two business websites I use mostly for email and for just placeholder sites. Now, a quick story about why I went for Guru. I had been with my previous hosting company. It was a smaller independent company, and I'd been with them for 10 or 12 years. They were normally very good. I wasn't really worried about the site speed and so on, because I was just running a few websites just for placeholder sites and just for mainly business email. Then I made the step up to Magento sites, and they started having issues with their backups, and they lost a lot of data, and they just kept going down, and in the end they had to sell the company. So for me at that time, I was searching for a replacement. I went to all the hosting forums. I just searched around for a reliable UK based host that owned their own hardware and had good support, and that's when I found Guru. I actually contacted them by message, and straight away they were giving me details of the packages and what they can do and how they'd guarantee that they'd be better than my other host. And I still recall that they very kindly upgraded my package as an incentive to it's called a booster for my WooCommerce site, which was very good. And since then I've been a regular customer. I've got a lot of websites with them, and I've been very loyal to them. So my UK hosting is, I'm just thinking, I'm pretty much sure it's only with Guru. So I'll just go through some of their packages, their pricing, and I'll talk about their support. So what I like about Guru is that they own their own hardware. So I think their main company, I think it's called UK Dedicated. They do business hosting, and they own their own servers, hardware, and so on. And Guru is like their retail side. So the packages they offer vary from shared web hosting, reseller hosting, VPS, and they've got pro packages and so on. Now they offer 24/7 support, which is 100% true, because I remember there was a time a couple of years ago when I just contacted them out of the blue because I had an issue with one of my sites. I was working at 11:50 PM on New Year's Eve. Just sent them a quick support ticket just to ask them about an issue I had. Within 5 minutes I had an answer on New Year's Eve at 11:55 PM, and within 10 minutes my issue was solved. And yeah, I was amazed because I didn't think they'd actually be working 24/7, but they were. I've contacted them a few times with small issues and just general queries and questions, and they've always been very quick to respond. So I can definitely vouch for their 24/7 UK support. It's brilliant. They use Cpanel, which I like. Some people don't like it because they say it's resource hungry, resource intensive, but it's still pretty much the benchmark for website control panels, and it's so easy. Well, I say for me it's easier to use because I've been using it for 15 plus years, and yeah, I mean, I know what I'm doing around the panel, so I find it really good to use. Fully managed. They own. Can I click on it? They own all their own hardware. The servers all have Lightspeed installed and Lightspeed enabled. So if you've got like WordPress websites, for example, this will greatly help with the delivery of your site, because it's server-side caching, and there's a free WordPress plugin to take advantage of that. And also they offer off-site backup, which is a very key feature, and one of the main reasons why I joined them, because of their backups. And look, some graphics here. Because it's Lightspeed, it's faster than Apache. Okay, so WordPress hosting, Drupal hosting, Magento, Joomla, WooCommerce. I've actually used all of these, but now 99% of my websites are WordPress. I've got WooCommerce stores, that's a plugin for WordPress. I did have PrestaShop and Magento, but yeah, these are all just some of the free installs you can install straight from the control panel. I'll go through some of these prices. At the time of recording, there's a special offer where you get £1 plus VAT to try any package. I'll start with shared. So the shared package is, and if you watched my previous video, I just talked briefly about shared hosted, reseller hosting, and dedicated. So shared is where there's multiple users using one server, and there's a certain number of sites and a certain allocation of storage and resources. So with their shared hosting, it full 24/7 support, it's fully managed, it's perfect for WooCommerce and WordPress. It's perfect for anything, but WordPress is like the main package for creating websites. Backups are standard, Cpanel and Lightspeed, fast NVMe based storage, free migration, free WordPress and WooCommerce staging, which I need to try. I haven't tried that yet. And you get super fast caching service, WordPress, WooCommerce, Magento, and more. So let me just get a few more details on this. Okay, so 100% uptime, I can definitely vouch for this. If I pull up my Uptime robot stats, maybe I'll put a screenshot in somewhere. I think on all the websites that I've got from this host on the Uptime robot, they're all like 100%, and that's been over, I think, 1 year plus. They had one small outage. I think they were doing upgrades or something about 9 months ago, or maybe a year ago. I don't remember. But I can definitely vouch for the 100% uptime. The speed increase, they are faster than the previous hosts I've used. And at that price point and their fixed pricing, that is really good. And it's UK based hosting, so secure UK hosting. So if you've got UK and European visitors, it's ideal. Fully PCI compliant, application specific servers, 100% uptime. I didn't know they had a 100% service level agreement. Free SSL certificates, yes, definitely. HTTP2 and quick regular offsite backups. So the backups depends on the package. Now I'm on one of the, you could call it legacy package, where I get, I believe it's hourly backup still. But now on all the base packages, they're offering daily backups, and the professional packages are offering hourly. PHP 7 Lightspeed and Cpanel. I think it's PHP 8 now, so they should have updated that. And I think my name's in here somewhere anyway. So let me go over the plan. So the cheapest plan they offer is the shared cloud hosting plan. It's normally $4.99 a month, and for that you get 100 gig of disk space. Now I'll tell you how much that is. I've got 30 to 40 websites. I think I've used about maybe 40% of that, and that's going back 4 years. And that's loads of affiliate sites and all sorts, so that's plenty. You get 1000 gigabytes of bandwidth, unlimited databases, unlimited domains, accelerated for WordPress, 100% NVMe SSD storage, free SSL certificate, because some hosts are still not giving you free SSL certificates, which is a bit greedy. PCI scan ready, 24/7 UK support, and unlimited mailboxes if you get the email add-on. Now, if you watched my previous video about web hosting, I did mention that some hosts give email add-on, some don't. Now, they don't offer it on the base package, but you can do it as an add-on. The reason is for because the way they're set up, they have email on a separate server, and also it's for email reputation, IP, and all that. Now, they have an option called Boost, which is normally $9.99 a month, which is all in pounds. Which is this will be about $7. That'll be about $14. So you get a boost on your sites, on all your sites. Excuse me. So you get dedicated extra resources. So more processors and so on. You get double processor and a memory increase as well. So I believe it's two CPU and 2 gigabytes of memory. So with the light speed and so on, it works really well. And it's good for e-commerce sites and business sites. So that's excellent. You can look at their fancy charts and all these fancy things they've got. Okay, a bit more detail on the package. So it's running Cloud Linux 7, so that helps with isolating accounts and so on. Lightspeed web server, GUI enhanced cPanel. I'm not sure. I think they've got a few extra features in cPanel. I'll check that in a second because I'm logged into my account. PHP 5 to 5.6 and 7 plus. So if you want to run old applications, you can use their service. MySQL 5.7, Perl, Python, Ruby. I don't use any of those. You get full access to HD access, cron jobs, custom error pages, ImageMagick. Some hosts disable some of these. GD curls and optimize the IonCube. Hosting features, so cPanel, low contention, so less than 100 accounts per server. Now with this, at this sort of pricing, you will get some hosts that will just cram it full of accounts, and they'll rake in the money, but it will lead to really slow websites. So this is their policy. Optimized for WordPress, easy upgrade, and so on. Okay, if you get the email add-on, you get unlimited accounts, forwarders, POP, IMAP, and SMTP. You get full webmail access with, I think, Horde, and I've forgotten the other one. You get premium spam filtering by mail channels, outbound spam filtering, Google, Office 365, and Exchange compatible. SSH access, SFTP, WebDAV, free SSL certificate, web application firewall, which is very important, and automatic malware and virus scanning. There was one case, I think, in the past 4 years where they've emailed me to notify me of a dodgy plugin. It was some malware on one of my sites. It says one time in 4 years, and that's 40 plus sites, or around 40 sites. These are the development tools they offer. Excuse me. Okay, so this is what you want to see, the auto install. So I know back in the day you had to download WordPress, unzip it, upload it, set the permissions, make the database, create the users, and so on. Now it's all one click. So I think they use Installatron, not the Softaculous, which is fine. It works just the same. And they've got quite a few applications in there. They've got WordPress, Joomla, Drupal, WooCommerce, and several more. We'll take a look at that in a second. Latest Dell hardware, fully redundant by design, 100 gig data network, NVMe storage, technical support. And they're actually based on site at their data center. You can request support by email, help desk, or telephone. We also have live chat, you can see in this right hand corner here. 24/7 365. Okay, let's go through the. Let's go over even the FAQs. Excuse me. Do you support PHP 7? Yes. Can you upgrade? Yes. Can you migrate? Yes. Do you offer monthly payments only? And do you buy purchase order? Probably do. Okay, so this is where they talk about the email add-on. It's a little bit contentious with some hosts. So they explain that they've got hosting over a number of different servers, and they maintain a high level of service and super quick website load time and so on. Okay, so they offer you a discount by just hosting a website and not the email service. But if you need the email functionality, you can choose email add-on. They use their own dedicated email platform, which is filtered of spam, viruses, and so on. Very superior, cleaner email, and so on. And you do not need to have an email add-on to send emails. I will create another video in the next week or so to show you an example of using a WordPress website with external SMTP. So that is using a different company to deliver emails from my WordPress site. I might even set up one with G Suite, Google Suite. And if you've got any questions, you can always contact them in my live chat. Okay, that's enough of that one. Where's the... Okay, and they've got... Let me just go back. Okay, now they've got this sheet in the top corner. This something new that I did about a year and a half ago. It's Pro. So this is their top tier service. Excuse me. So you get a lot more performance for the money. So where's the... So you click on here at the bottom here, Shared Pro. So you're still on the shared plan, but you're on their Pro platform. It's a very nice upgrade. Let me see. So, yep, this is, you get better load time. You get still 100% uptime, and all this. That's all still the same. Backups. Yes. So as I was saying before, you get hourly backups. In the standard packages, you get daily backup, which is still better than some companies. I know I've seen some that offer weekly backups. But hourly backups is superb. So if you like to tinker with your site, then you know you've always got a backup to fall back on. And it's quite easy to use as well. So security, I think that's pretty much the same. GDPR ready and so on. Okay, this is the important bit. They used to give specific information about exactly what you get, but all hosts now being quite vague. I can ask them directly what they give you. Okay, so what the headline is, you get VPS performance without the cost. So this is £30 a month. I believe it's inclusive of VAT. Or it could be plus VAT. That works out about $37, I think. You get 400 gig bandwidth, everything unlimited as before. Where's the... Okay, you get the quadruple the processor. You pretty much get 4 CPU and 4 gig of RAM for your package. So this is ideal for resource-intensive websites like WooCommerce sites, shopping carts, very busy WordPress sites. I've got some websites where I'm importing news and videos and images and processing on a site and then updating. For example, some Google News sites, and you need something with a bit more grunt, a bit more power to keep the website taken over, especially if you're getting a lot of visitors. So you get hourly backups and all this stuff, but the main thing is you get quadruple processor and quadruple memory. So yeah, they call it semi-dedicated hosting. So that is the shared hosting pro package. So this is it compared. So you get same disk space, more bandwidth, multiple CPUs, 4 times the memory, off-site data replication. Oh, they're comparing it to the boost package. Sorry, the boost add-on. So in the normal package, you get 1 CPU, but in this one, sorry, you get 2 1-time memories. When you get 2 times memories, when you get 4 times memory. With the boost package, you get 4 hourly backups. With the Pro, you get single hour backup. It's getting complicated now. Okay, the Pro package is a semi-dedicated standard. Everything else is pretty much the same. And the Pro is an extra. The Boost is £3 a month for dedicated even IP address, and also Pro is £3 a month extra. Top tier products, multi CPU, 4 times bandwidth and memory, and so on. Okay, and everything else is the same. So that's that. Now I'll get to the package that I'm actually on. Let me go back to the home page, packages. I'm on the reseller cloud hosting. Now the reason I chose reseller is because I like to manage my websites individually, and have each one has its own login, has its own control panel. I wasn't really a fan of add-on domains, but recently I have switched to using a lot of add-on domains. So the features are, you get 100 gig of storage and 2,000 or 2 terabytes of bandwidth. And this one you get email with the account. Sorry, with the package. So you get email with this one. And you get 4 hourly backups. If you go for Pro, you get the hourly backups as with the other package. An hourly offsite data replication. So they actually changed the pricing a little bit. They now have a cheaper package, which is £14.99 a month. I believe that's for 200. How many is it for? Let me see. Where's the packages comparison? I believe it's for 25 accounts. Let me just find it. That was the right one. Let me click on order now. Okay, here we go. So $14.99. Excuse me. You get 10 Cpanel accounts. $24.99, which is the package that I'm on. You get 100 Cpanel accounts. And then you go for the bigger package, where you get 250 gig of space and 500 gig of bandwidth. It's $69.99 a month. And it's hourly offsite data replication, but it's also regular backups. So that's excellent. Shall I mention? Okay, I'll talk about the Pro accounts here as well. So the Pro account is the same as before, so you get a higher allocation of CPU and RAM. So if you want the 100 Cpanel account package, it's 4 times memory, 4 times CPU. You also get a dedicated IP address. Do I get dedicated? I think I do, but it doesn't mention it. Maybe because I'm on an older account. Let me see. So you get 100 gig of storage, 4 terabytes of bandwidth, 100 accounts, hourly backups, and hourly offsite data replication. That's $49.99 a month. I'm seriously tempted to switch to this package because some of my sites are getting busy. So instead of boosting them, paying a few pounds a month extra just to boost a few sites, I'm thinking about switching to the bigger package, with the more CPU and more RAM. And then you have the 250 Cpanel account package, which is same 4 times everything, and that's $99 a month. Let me go back to this section here. Wrong one. Okay, let's do Reseller Cloud Hosting Pro. Same things, more resources. Yeah, there's not much more to go through here. It's all the same. White label services. I believe you also get white label with the standard package. Let me see. Yeah, you do. Yeah, because you're doing reseller services, you can obviously white label everything. So you can technically become your own host and sell your hosting packages. I'll show you inside my hosting control panel shortly. And the last one is dedicated cloud hosting VPS. Now this is for this is a managed server. So this is basically your own server that you can control, and you can do anything you want on it within reason, and it's very powerful. So you own the resources, you get full use of it. 100% uptime and so on, hourly replication and backups. So it's a plan 1. So it's £129 a month, 100 gig of storage, 8 gig of RAM. Oops, 8 gig of RAM. They don't mention the CPU. But because it's your own server, you get full access to the full CPU. Hourly backup, full managed, free dedicated IP, and so on. You get full access to all of these add-ons. I believe in standard, on the standard package, you don't get access to these 3. Redis, Memcached, and Elasticsearch. But I may be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure I did ask about this about a year ago, and they didn't have access to these 2. Plan 2 Pro, again, this is, you get 200 gigabytes, 16 gig of RAM. It's a hefty server. 8 terabytes transfer and so on. That's £219 a month. And the last one, Plan 3, is 24 gig of RAM. I don't know what you'll be doing on this server, but yes, massive. And the price is pretty big as well, so £349. Let me see, did they give more information down here? Okay, so fully managed means a complete hands-off service. So you can get unmanaged from other companies, but it means you have to go in and configure and tinker with it. But this is full operating system updates and security patching. I think I may have cut myself off there. But yeah, there's nothing else for me to go through on the hosting side. So for the under solutions on global CDN, so CDN is a content delivery network. So it takes it reduces the resource allocation on your hosting, and it replicates your content around the world on multiple servers. So users can access the content locally, so it'll be faster for them, and it will take the load off your server and your hosting, which is a big plus. So the CDN costs £10 per month. Global CDN asset delivery, decrease asset load time by 20 times, white label CDN hostname. It works perfectly with all GUI hosting, easily serve a global audience. Choice of bandwidth starting at 500 gig, scaling with your needs, fixed costs, so on. CDN locations, UK, EU, West, Central, East, North America, East, West, Central, Canada, Central America, South America, Asia, India, Hong Kong, Japan, Malaysia, and Australia. So basically every major corner of the earth. So Senior bandwidth is separate from your Guru hosting bandwidth. It's a separate system, separate charge. So like I say, initially the content will need to be fetched from your Guru hosting bandwidth, from your hosting server, and then it will be stored on the CDNs. As I say here, and as I mentioned in my previous video, if you only serve UK-based visitors in CDN, it's unlikely to help you, as your site's UK-based hosting is already incredibly fast, which is true. I'll tell you a very quick story. A couple of my sites were suffering a bit with. I used to get CPU errors and memory errors. The sites were getting busy, and I didn't want to pay extra to increase my hosting, so I actually went with a CDN. Now, it wasn't Guru CDN, because it wasn't around at the time. It was with another CDN company. I will make a review of that shortly. And it actually stopped me getting any more CPU errors and memory errors in my hosting. My sites were always online for all my visitors, and it was very cheap. So I will go through that one at some point. Let me see. Okay, Guru hosting some of the most efficient data centers in the UK. Free cooling, hot and cold. Oil containment, 100% renewable energy, which is very good. The UK's original and best green hosting provider. Registered green hosting provider. Look, it's actually a website, greenwebfoundation.org. Green data center for 10 years and counting. Renewable energy and so on. Green-minded team, green thing. That's nice. You can see the Trustpilot reviews here. It's 5-star Trustpilot rated. Let me see, where am I? Let's just quickly see what they talk about here. That's why we've been over that. Solutions, anything else? Manage migrations. Now, one advantage of using Cpanel is not only is it because it's widely used, but also migrations are really easy. You can give the details to Guru and they'll migrate everything over for you. It doesn't even take that long. It can be done in minutes, or it just depends on the load and how much data there is. What the advantage is that all your settings, all your email addresses, all your setup is just migrated over very quickly, very easily. Now, I learned the hard way that one host that I was with, they had their own custom control panel, and it was impossible for Guru to transfer the sites over. I had to basically do it all manually. Now, luckily, it's with WordPress, so obviously I know how to pack up these sites and just unpack them on the new hosting. But I like to stick with Cpanel. It just makes everything easier. Okay. Okay, I told you about the downtime issue and so on, but they try and get as little downtime as possible. Okay, that's enough of that. Do they show their data center? I think they do in some pictures. Okay, this is where their servers are. Centro. It goes through a lot of detail here. I don't know what this stuff is. Generators and so on. Security, dual fiber. It's minutes from the M1, so yeah, let's go and visit the data center. Excellent. A lot of stuff in Lightspeed web server. Platinum partner, the highest. Okay, top tier partner, that's excellent. This is what I was saying about Lightspeed. Lightspeed is not free, it does cost them more, but they give it, I think on every single one of their packages, they give you a Lightspeed option. So especially if you're using WordPress, it really helps. It's faster PHP, increased security, supports any site, and so on. You can see how much faster it is than Nginx and Apache. I think it's pretty much widely agreed now that Lightspeed is probably the best web server platform. Anything else I should go over? No. Some more nice images. Magento. Very good. And I think I'll finish it here. Okay, why Guru? Actually, the one thing I should mention actually about Guru. Let me just go to their pricing. This is the one I'm on. So see the price that you pay here, $14.99 in this case. What I like about Guru is that they don't give you let's start off at $9.99 a month. Then if you don't pay for 1 year, you'll go to the high rate, or if you pay for 2 years up front, you'll have $9.99. Then it will increase to $14.99, as some other web hosts do. The price you see is the price you pay every month, and it's fixed. So as long as you're a customer, that's the price you're paying. Like I said, I've been with them for quite a few years. Actually, let me show you inside my control panel. I may need to blur some of these. But this is actually my, it's called WHM, Web Host Manager. This is for my reseller account. I have to block a lot of these domains and things. But if you look at this section here where it says setup date, this could be the first site on there. I'm not sure. Probably is. 21st of October 2017, so it's just over 4 years. And yeah, that was just a small placeholder site. 140 meg. One of my sites here is 1.6 gig. Again, 15/11/2017. That's an affiliate site. Got a few more here. I won't go down the list because there's too much information on there. But if you look at on the left hand side of the page here, if you haven't seen WHM before, that is what it is. So you get access to the control panel where you list your, just say you're selling hosting to other people. You can list accounts, you can suspend accounts, create new accounts manually, force password changes, limit usage, manage suspension, modify accounts, emails, username, and so on. Password modification, quota modification, terminate accounts, upgrade, downgrade. You can do it in bulk. And your packages. So what this does is, so what I do, I set one load package where it might be just 1 gig of space and 1 gig of traffic and so on. And it's just a very small, just a placeholder site. I've got a medium package that just is a bit more resource allocation, and then a high package that I use for my main sites. And you can change all sorts of features in there. Let me see if I can show you the feature manager. Okay, I haven't set a feature list. I'm just going to done it. So let me edit a package. Okay, now I need to blur that out. Okay, now I want to show you that. Okay, so this bit, for example, so I've set it to 10 gig of disk space, monthly bandwidth 50,000, which is 5 terabytes, I think. I don't know. It's very late right now. Max FTP account. I don't even use FTP accounts anymore, really. Email accounts 20. You can set a max quota per email address, or you can set it to a limited. Mailing lists, SQL databases, subdomains, park domains, add-on domains. I don't know what passenger applications are. I don't use them. Maximum hourly email by domain reader. I think you can't set that. Okay, and then you can dedicate IP and so on. So that is the package manager. You can manage DNS zones. Look at the email situation, and yeah, these are the plugins that they install for you. So let's encrypt SSL and Lightspeed web server. Now let me show you inside a Cpanel account. This is actually one of the accounts on the server. Again, I have to blur some of this. So if you're familiar with Cpanel, on the right hand side you get your general information, so the domain, IP address, directories, and so on. Further down the right you get the statistics and file usage and so on. But here in the middle, I zoom into this bit. So this is why I like Cpanel, because I'm very familiar with it. You get to set up your email accounts. You get extra features such as box trapper and encryption, I think, spam filters. The next section is files, so you get access to the file manager, so you can edit your files without going to FTP. And you get a backup wizard, and this is the premium backup restoration service, so R1Soft. Next section is databases, so that's where you edit your database, where you can create users, create a database, and so on. Next section is domains, so normally because this is one Cpanel account per domain that I've got this account set to, just add one domain to this account. But you can of course use add-on domains and also subdomains. redirects and so on. Metrics, I don't really check, but you get all these normal metrics. You get security. This is also one of their premium services. You get Immunify Antivirus. Software, so as I mentioned before, they don't use Softaculous, they use Installatron. So let me show you that. Excuse me. So with Installatron, it's very similar to Softaculous. There's not a massive range in here, but I mean, you don't really need. Depends on what you need actually. But I just use WordPress on all of my sites with this, so it doesn't bother me. But I also set up Magento in one example, PrestaShop, Mautic. I have got an email server, a Mautic email server. OS Commerce, that's a classic from back in the day. OpenCart, I used to use Zencart. I don't use any of these. So that is Installatron. You can actually manage the updates and everything, which is why it's better than Softaculous in that way. Let me go back. So this is where you can manage your Lightspeed web cache. I don't really mess around with that, but you can do. This is also where you add your cron jobs. There's more preferences and there's more applications below. So that is the review of Guru Cloud Hosting. It's very good UK-based hosting. I've been with them for years. Highly recommended. Yeah, so if you like the review, you found it useful, please give me a like. Leave a comment below, let me know if you want to sign up or if you're using someone else in the UK. And subscribe for more videos. I've got quite a few more coming out in the next few days. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.